Well, do we have Dogecoin FOMO? All right, let's talk about it. What's going on right now with the charts? And there's some Dogecoin breaking news that I got to get into. So, for those of you that are new to the channel, great time to find us. And please hit that like button and subscribe down below. Let's talk about the Doge, and we're going to share with you guys one quick headline. We'll look at the charts, and then we'll get to that breaking news and get you guys on your way. We will kind of right now segue into the crypto bubbles as we are talking about the overall top 100. And it's going to be one, guys, as we do look at it. It's a red day across the board. And as we get down in talking about Doge, please remember, none of this is financial advice. I'm going to share with you guys my thoughts. And as always, guys, as we do look at the Doge, now 23.84 on the day. It's one where we have had a great week, almost 13% up into the green. And for what I'm doing, guys, this is where we are kind of looking back at some of my drawings and what I've been talking about, my analysis within Doge. This is kind of where we've been on a little steady uptrend here as you see this W start to form. That's what we like to see before it precedes a breakout. Obviously, within technical analysis, it's always subjective. I can manipulate all the technical analysis and talk about whatever narrative I want to get across. And that's what a lot of people do just to pump views, pump sunshine, and to pump crypto. You're not going to find that here on the channel, okay? If Dogecoin's in the bag, we're going to be talking about the bad days, the good days, and everything in between. I just want to give you guys the news each and every single day as I get it. Now, one thing I will say, since March of this year, we have had some peaks, some valleys. We've had two significant pumps. And right now, we're starting to kind of look into this candle right here, okay? And I know on the daily, it doesn't really come across as much. But this is one where we are starting to kind of get that feel. Now, if we can get through this line right here and above 25 cents, this is where I could see Dogecoin even trying to push through some of this resistance that we see at the top, sitting at 29 cents. But for what we are looking at and considering, it's been a great run up for the last, basically, as we talk about it, for the last 5-6 months here as we do look at Doge, okay? So we're going to have our eyes on that. I want to share with you guys the breaking news headlines right now. But before we do, a word from our sponsors. If you are not using BITUNIX, that's where I do encourage you to check out the link down below, because right now they have one of the hotter promotions going. So if you are a futures trader, you will get 25% bonus into your futures account. Great interface, one of the more seamless ways to trade futures and spot crypto on any exchange. So if you do not use BITUNIX, check it out for this welcome bonus. And if you guys want to start trading today, do your due diligence, make sure it's right for you, and understand their terms and conditions. That link will be down below in the description, okay? But this is kind of what we're looking at. This is the breaking news headline right now, as we have seen some FOMO as the clean core, okay? $175 million treasury plan is now looking to kind of add to the fold to go alongside the big headline of the day. And this is that the Dogecoin spot ETF will be launching on September 11th. So just 2 days away. And guys, we're going to leave it here right here as I talk to you about my thoughts on ETFs, right? Never tell you to buy or sell crypto. Just giving you kind of my viewpoint and vantage point when we talk about ETFs, okay? If we've been trading crypto for years now, okay, and I know all of you guys probably have, but this is kind of where we look into the buy the rumor, sell the news events that do take place, right? We know Ethereum and Bitcoin have had their ETFs live for quite some time now. And this is the year where we have seen Ethereum go back over 4,500. We were pushing 5K. And for Bitcoin alike, okay, we hit all-time highs, 124,000. I personally think, in my honest opinion, that that would have happened with or without ETFs. So when it comes down to bringing in institutions, I understand the capital inflows, how that causes a liquidity crunch, and how we could see some positive price action from all of the ETF discussion. I'm just not a big fan of it, okay? Other people will disagree with me. That's kind of quite all right. You're entitled to your own opinions, but for me, I think crypto's left best to the crypto traders, and keeping the big banks, hedge funds, institutions out of the game, although will be impossible. It's just something that does give me some cause for concern, although this, for a long-term narrative, I think is very beneficial. But just in the short term, I don't think it's one of those things where, okay, September 11th, here's the headline, guys, load up your bags, because 2 days from now, Dogecoin's going to explode. Maybe. But I don't think this is going to be something where we see a very long, extended kind of run up. But I will tell you one thing. If this is what we do have go live for the first Dogecoin ETF on September 11th, they are the first actually since Bitcoin and Ethereum. So that is kind of interesting to kind of note moving forward into Q4 of 2025. Now, let's talk about it, because this is the Rex Osprey Dogecoin ETF will be launching. Okay. And I think this is something where, as we do look into the meme coin ETF era, this will be the first for Doge and the first meme coin ETF to launch in the market. Amid the launch of other ETFs, we have seen some delays. Quite frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if this does get pushed back. But as we do look at it, there's a large group of 33 Act filings for a Doge ETF still waiting approval. Okay, but this is the first ever US ETF to hold something that has no utility on purpose. Okay, so that's very interesting, coming out of Eric Balanchunas, the Bloomberg analyst, talking about this matter. Okay, and then also, as we do talk about the other ones, there is a 90% chance that the SEC approves the other Dogecoin ETF filings. We've talked about Grayscale, Bitwise, 21 shares, all filed for ETFs under the 33 Act for the top meme coin in the space, getting more ETFs into the fold. Okay, so that's something where we look into it. This is very, very volatile. Okay, and I do kind of endorse any kind of personal convictions you guys have. That's what you have to ride on right now. Okay, I've been a victim myself of buy the rumor, sell the news. I don't like to get caught up into that. Yes, there probably will be some opportunities to swing trade Dogecoin amidst this headline, but for us as traders, for Dogecoin holders, it's a big day. It's a big day to get that approval, and just seemingly we're about 48 hours away from one of the biggest, I would say, updates as it concerns meme coins, right? But I think that Dogecoin, this is a top 10 crypto, right? This is a multi-billion-dollar crypto. This is not, the fad that just launched on Solana. This is a huge, huge day for all meme coins. And I think that as we look into the narrative moving into 2025's end, as well as 2026, I think it's a great time to be alive and be a Dogecoin holder. So that's what I have for you guys here in this video. If you haven't done so by now, we do talk crypto each and every single day. I encourage you to check out BITUNIX down below with that link. And also, please subscribe, hit that like button, and leave a comment, all that good stuff. And we'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.